Well, last month, her appearance with sportscaster Frank Gifford in that tabloid article created quite a sex scandal, but she's in the spotlight all on her own tonight. Hundreds of New Englanders are calling the woman pictured with Gifford a scam artist. A newspaper report says Susan Johnson and her husband operated health clubs in 3 Massachusetts towns, took people's membership fees, and then ran off with the money. But word got out when the infamous picture made the national news. Johnson reportedly made $75,000 for luring Gifford to the camera. Ironically, Gifford's daughter, Victoria Kennedy, met today with Massachusetts prosecutors. Her husband here, Michael Kennedy, is accused of having had an affair with a teenage babysitter. He could face statutory rape charges. Mrs. Kennedy says she hopes the DA will drop the investigation, however. Reports say Kennedy, the son of the late Senator Robert F. Kennedy, began an affair with a babysitter 5 years ago when she was only 14. On the Health Beat tonight, 40% of all doctors disciplined for sexual misconduct continue to practice. Those startling statistics released today by the consumer advocacy group Public Citizen, and it is now demanding tougher sanctions by medical boards and criminal laws in every state.
I mean, we've got all of this understandable furor being raised about Megan's Law so that communities can know the identity of sexual offenders, and I think that given the possibility that when the sexual offense is sexual abuse of a patient, particularly when it's that kind of sexual offense, the doctor who is doing this can be equally a menace to the community.
Sexual misconduct is defined by Public Citizen as public indecency, sexual harassment, and sexual contact with a patient. Also on the Health Beat tonight, first they cloned Dolly the sheep. You remember that? Now scientists may get the go-ahead to clone human embryos. A presidential commission is asking Congress to allow privately funded scientists to clone human embryos for research, as long as those embryos are not implanted in women to make babies. Up next, Hilton will be along with a complete check on our weather outlook. We're coming right back.
Eyewitness News Night Beat continues with cooler than normal weather. What's new about that, you say? Well, we have a change in that pattern coming up before the end of the week. Right now, at the Channel 3 New England Weather Service in Hartford, our current temperature in downtown Hartford is 58 degrees with a light northeasterly wind, and across all of southern New England, 51 degrees at the Torrington Country Club in Goshen, 50 degrees at the Yukon campus in Storrs, 54 degrees at Meriden Square Mall in Meriden. Kind of a cool night. Today's highs, well, in New England today, they were all below normal. Boston, Burlington, Vermont, 75 in New York City. Here's where some spring-like warmth is in the mid-Atlantic states. Tomorrow, your high temperatures will be in the 70s, but the low 70s. We should be up around 77, 78 degrees for a high this time of the year. Now, by Friday, still in the 70s, but a lot closer to normal. We'll be in the mid to upper 70s on Friday. Partly sunny, but near record chill tomorrow morning. Then we continue the day with partly sunny skies, and Friday turning just a tad warmer. Here's your forecast. Tonight, the rest of the night, near record cold, mainly clear skies, overnight lows in the 40s, and for tomorrow, 70 to 75 degrees with mostly sunny weather, and the 5-day planner shows a high of 78 for Friday. Saturday, the low to mid-70s again, and back to cooler than normal for Sunday and Monday. How's that for a streak of above normal days? A streak of one.
Yeah. Well, hey, the Yankees like get a streak of one going here. What else you got?
Ugly, ugly streak. I'll tell you. If good pitching beats good hitting every day of the week, well, then what does horrible pitching beat? Tonight we found out the good, the bad, and the very ugly between the Yankees and Orioles from Grand Slam highs, the game-dropping lows. Plus, Michael Irvin has made amazing catches on the field and even more unreal headlines off of it. Now he's got a new shocker to unveil. You'll hear it. Night Beat Sports is next. You remember Jeffrey Mayer? He was the kid who stole an out from the Baltimore Orioles in last year's playoffs, giving the Yankees a much-needed home run. Well, the revenge of the kid has come back to haunt the Yanks. Baltimore's been running away with the division, and same old story early tonight. Olberg's Cal Ripken. The solo shot, his 10th of the year, 5-zip Baltimore at this point. But Mike Mussina gets pulled for no good reason. Then Charlie Hayes comes to play. Bases loaded, and now they're cleared. A grand slam for Hayes. The Yanks come all the way back 5-5 in the 7th. Could the bullpen hold the lead? No. Rafael Palmeiro, he doubles in right there. And here's your score, 9-7 Baltimore. New York now 9.5 games back. Red Sox at the Brewers in a game that set back pitching to the days of cavemen throwing large rocks. Will Cordero could hit the rock. 6-run second inning, Sox cruising up 7-zip, but Chris Hammond throws it all away, and in the 4th, Jeremy Burnitz brings him all the way back. 2 runs come in. It's now tied at 7. More Red Sox misery. Jose Valentin, the RBI single. Nilson Loretta come in. An 8-run 4th inning. Sox pitching horrific. 13-11. Mo Vaughn did hit his 15th homer. National League tonight, New York hosting Florida. You talk about great catches. Moses Alou thinks he's got a home run, but watch Alex Ochoa. Are you kidding me? Take another look at this. The ball went 372 feet. The park is only 371. In the 9th, Florida. Louis Castillo slaps home Cliff Floyd, and the great catch doesn't earn the big W. Florida takes it 5-2. Hey, the Mets, though, have a better record than the Yankees. Oof. Well, the Dallas Cowboys superstar Michael Irvin is saying his football career is on hold. After a year of off-field controversy, he announced he is suing the Dallas police and the local NBC affiliate. Michael needs to find himself, and today we saw a new look, reflective and sincere side to him.
I wanted to go back somehow, some way to being that happy man that played the game with the intensity and the emotions I played it with, and it's been hard to find that. It truly has been hard to find that.
All right, another former Pro Bowler is making headlines for the wrong reasons. Giants future Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor pleaded guilty Wednesday to filing a false federal income tax return. You see him coming out of New Jersey courtroom here. If he cooperates in the investigation, he'll receive probation. If not, it's a minimum of 6 months in prison. NBA Finals, will they ever end these games? Man, oh, they just go on. And they're like that little pink bunny, but Chicago, anyways, is the better pink bunny. 81-64 right now in the 4th. Man, the Yankees, Al, I don't know. Worse record than the Mets. Thought I'd never say that.
A lot of people thought they'd never hear that either. All right, before we leave you tonight, we're going to have a live update on the developments over at the State House. The Night Beat is coming right back.
Mark Twain Days were such a hit last summer, you won't want to miss them this year. So reserve August 15th through the 17th for the 2nd annual celebration. It's fun and excitement for the entire family. We'll celebrate the spirit of Hartford's first citizen with free concerts by Ray Charles, the band, and the Kingston Trio. Also jousting, frog jumping contests, and trips on the Connecticut River. Mark Twain Days, August 15th through the 17th. Don't miss them.
Well, right now we're going to go to the modern-day State House in Connecticut. With less than a half an hour in this legislative session, 28 minutes, as a matter of fact. We continue to follow the developing story at the Capitol. Lawmakers now have, we are told, an agreement on a $21.1 billion budget for the next 2 years for the state. Political reporter Jeffrey Cole just spoke with Governor Rowland, and Jeff joins us once again live. Jeff.
Al, they pulled this deal out of the hat. There were times tonight where it looked like the deal was dead. Republicans were actually going on camera saying this deal was dead. Well, guess what? The deal isn't dead. They've got a deal. They're going to vote on it here and get it done, they say, before midnight. Here's what the governor had to say just moments ago.
Tax cuts will be $34 million in total, $27 million income tax, $7 million additional property tax credits. But as we all know, that all goes towards the income tax. So there'll be major income tax reductions for people over the next 2 years. Property tax credit, gas tax, and of course the income tax itself, the withholding side.
Yep. And that's what the governor was looking for in this deal. He was looking for heavier income tax. He has got them. Democrats in this legislature are going to have some oversight on a big contract the governor wants to let out. So they've got a deal. They're going to get it done. People are going to get their tax cuts. Al, back to you.
All right, good news to end the day. We'll see you with more tomorrow here on Eyewitness News. Have a good night.
The New England Weather Service, Connecticut's most accurate forecast.